All right, well, we're just going to hope that things hold out here. I'm not sure exactly what's going on, but
You 29, a couple attempts at the 10. He's in the 8 and the crazy.
well, guys, whoever is there, make sure you jump over to YouTube because I think YouTube is probably a cleaner feed.
I mean, try it.
Well, I'm telling you, every time Facebook is always slower for sure. We'll have to get her fixed here before Sunday. We're going to make sure that we do. All right, that's going to bring it to 3-3. Cap with his signature stretch there before his break. Cue over the head and back. It's a pretty nice looking table here. Not too much to work on. 4 or 5 are probably the two that are the most work, but I mean they aren't even. Just that whole setup up there a little bit.
Good now, it says. Hopefully that's true. I'm not saying more than a sentence until I know it's like
right.
way better.
Oh, boy.
Wow. Got the save.
Yep, safe he is.
Yeah.
Shared again.
Oh,
Well,
back
you got
door.
it. Yeah, you got the backside of it just barely.
Yeah, but this will be an easy, pretty routine, rather, safety.
Sean says there's no delays on YouTube. Well, and I mean we are having some internet issues, but I didn't think we changed anything with the booth, but thankfully we're going to be reviewing that entire thing here pretty quick. Uh-oh.
Too far.
Too far, yeah.
Still not easy. Don't know the real goal here. Just push it to the side rail and leave him somewhat of a bank type scenario. Cue ball comes down by the 4.
You kidding me? You would fire this 2 ball in the hole, try and draw it short of the 9.
Oh yeah.
So,
I didn't.
Yeah,
From my angle, I didn't look at the screen.
Yeah, I mean that. Maybe. I mean, maybe you could play safe behind the 9 here.
No, you go for this ball. Now that I see that, yeah. Uh-oh, a comment on the YouTube went black for somebody.
Oh, for
over on Facebook, so.
That's just a YouTube hater, I think. We're not going to believe that.
Is that Mr. Terry Beshta?
Oh, yeah, YouTube hater for sure. Holy cow, what's going on? guys look like me from the other day. Very out of character for both of these players, actually, to miss as many balls as I've seen missed here. Best is probably talking about before that his YouTube went black.
Maybe.
Yeah. Who are you rooting for here tonight, guys? Why don't you speak up in the chat? Let us know who you're rooting for. We see Mike Gaines there. Says, mine is working well again. Come on, Sean. So no need to ask him. Who do you like here, Mace? Who do you think's going to win this match?
I think it's a good matchup, actually.
If you were made to bet money, what would it be? Who would be your bet?
I normally wouldn't struggle. I genuinely think these two are, an even matchup.
Yeah. Josh Hubbard says Sean. Jared Schmidt, what happened to the Kendall Cap matchup? That will be coming. For one, hopefully Kendall will play not quite as bad as he was playing in the last time he played, because that was not fun.
Dusty Reliff on Facebook saying YouTube didn't have the live stream up; it just had the first 3 games. So we've had to reset a couple times now. So there should be a fairly smooth currently.
We don't want to say that now, though. Well, these guys are
stream.
just struggling a bit. They're struggling. Our stream is struggling. Must be is there a full moon tonight? Harold says Cap for the win.
You're breathing. Shot to nowhere. Wanted to be on one of the sides of that 6, but ended straight on. So now I think safety might be in call. Lacey chiming in saying got to go with their teammate Cap, but said it was a great matchup and she thinks it'll be 18-15 is her prediction.
Sean Hanna says Capper. Harold Micheloni says Cap.
Fred Renner rooting for a Hill match, but he's leaning towards Cap also.
Cap playing safe here. Pretty effective save.
Yeah.
Let's see if Sean has learned anything kicking on this table. He's had enough tries at it. Especially that corner. I feel like he's kicked everything towards that corner.
Yeah, and when you're close, though, it actually can make you overthink these. And I've seen myself get progressively worse sometimes when I'm super close on the first one, and then next ones are off.
Jeff Coles saying hi. What's going on, Jeff? Hammer 25 is a root for Cap. Just went around the backside of it.
That's an odd angle. Again, it's kind of one of those where he drew, but you didn't have to. If you roll forward, you're probably in a better spot. I know a lot of players put draw kind of for accuracy on the punch stroke, but rolling the ball is an important
Well, so I
tip
mean,
to learn.
in fairness, from like when I was playing, you couldn't trust rolling a ball like that. So that's why it's kind of a new stroke to a lot of players, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
So because of the old cloth that we used to play on, and the fact that the tables weren't necessarily that level, that's why they hit that low
Right.
stroke.
Well, and that's where earlier I kind of gave an advantage, slight advantage to Sean, just in the idea of Cap is a more of a valley table player, and Sean plays at the Carom Room with more similar conditions to what we have here.
Hammer 25. Is this a 500 and under match? It's
This
kind of
game, yeah,
some games sure feel like it, I tell you, and this one is one of them.
maybe lower really, but
Yeah, right. I was going
Um,
to say that's kind of an insult to the 500s. Truthfully.
they'll get up back on track. It's the true definition of a higher player. Don't let it bother you.
I mean, you're going to miss, and sometimes those misses are going to come one right after another. Almost missed that. Did you see that?
Nope,
I'm surprised you didn't draw that, honestly. All right, 4-3. And more importantly, our stream has stayed up. Wait, knock on wood.
Thanks for joining. With all the chaos, you guys are troopers. Lisa Heckman said she shared again.
Oh, Roger Pregler. What's going on, Roger? Oh, yeah, there, Harold. Thanks for the reminder to everybody. We have an open handicap 9-ball tournament tomorrow. It's the new tour that's being put on by, Mike Taylor and Cue It Up actually helped sponsor that tour also. We're the first stop on the tour. It goes around to all the pool rooms across the state. So it's really going to be a nice thing. We used to have that with the BCW back in the day. They traveled around pool hall to pool hall. That was a 9-ball tournament on 9-foot tables, which there aren't that many places left that have enough 9-foot tables to actually do that. So this is a tour that's taking place on the 7-footers.
Yeah, and even in more recent history, when WPPS had first started out, and Andy Coons was running a WPPS 9-ball tour around the state. Also, kind of like Janet's pool tour used to go well in the state. So that is exciting news, and I hope you all support. It was kind of a quick introduction to the tour right now, but there's plenty of stops to come. And let's support the that idea. I think it's a good step for pool. It's nice to have one-off tournaments, and that keeps us going too. But tours are in the right direction, I think.
Well, I think because it supports all of our local pool. You know, I mean, it supports places around the state, gives you the opportunity to go and maybe play at some place you normally may not have.
Yeah.
And a familiarity in the fact that it's a tour. It's going to be run by the same people every week. Lat Martin up there says, Cap, go get him, Cap. Learned a lot from me and Sean Hanna when we used to live in Wausau. Cap turned out to be a good player. He surely did. Well, on Lat Martin, I mean, a lot of you guys like you probably don't know who Lat Martin is.
No, but I believe he made a nice comment under one of my matches one time, and I had asked you who he was.
Yep. And Sean Hanna also, just another great player. Both those guys played terrific. Well, we're getting back up to the numbers we were at before, so thank you guys for sharing. Make sure you get out there and share a little bit more. We appreciate it. And,
Unless I crash this.
it's not going to crash.
Yeah.
We got this made now. But you are joining us here at Mad Apple Extreme, which is located inside the Mad Apple Burger and Billiard Company, West College Avenue, Appleton. 14,000 square foot restaurant, pro shop, billiard room. Safe/shot at the three, but
more
safe.
Yeah. But he actually left this alleyway here, two-railer.
Oh, yeah.
The other object balls kind of direct it. It gives him more of a definition, I think, in my head, as to where that kick's supposed to go when it's lined up like this.
Yeah, that's right. Sean Hanna said, don't forget about the Chalk Talk tour. Chalk Talk was, I think, look at that.
Oh.
Well, he hit that really nice. Boy, am I blanking. I knew him really well, and I can't think of what his name is. It's terrible. Who ran that, Sean?
Huh. Missed the shape again, which is
Yeah, this is crazy to watch a little bit, you know. These guys are both really strong players, and just both of them seem to be struggling. Oh, there you go. Yep, Scotty Herbeck. Timmy Senna. Good to see you, buddy. But yeah, Scotty Herbeck. I think I'm getting old or something, because how I forget Scott's name, I don't know. Was Ed Mercer involved with Chalk Talk? I'm not positive. I know the name Ed Mercer, but I don't know if I personally know him.
I don't know my history that well, but in that sense, but I think that there's a similar name, something involving chalk, that this other guy, Ed Mercer, was involved with. I think it's like another something with
Well, I know
chalk.
Chalk Talk got revised, so I think Scott Herbeck was the one that started it originally, and I used to actually do a comic strip. Let's call him the 10 here. No, not quite. But I actually did a comic strip for the magazine when it was out, the Rackham magazine, and the Chalk Talk tour.
And this is an opening Sean needs, certainly. A couple bad rolls the last few racks. Still close enough to try and grab the lead.
Well, I tell you, you don't get out here, I think you're crushed a little bit, because it's a great opportunity for him to get at least tied up and get something rolling. 5-6 balls that are not too bad. Okay, yep, Tim said Ed was BCW. And that was, I mean, there were a whole bunch of people that worked with that. That was... Boy, my brain is just going blank. But Craig Powers actually worked with that for a while. And then we had, what was her name? Getting too old to remember names, I think. Tim Senna, you're next. I'm going to be like, who's that guy from what's that city down there? All right, come on, Sean. Let's see. Get right on this ball. I mean, you definitely still made it a tester here. You're not just firing this ball. Coming back over where you're standing, you think, or what?
I like to spin it. I don't like to come back and forth on this ball.
No, just one time.
Yeah, I don't like that. I would have spun it and came so that the 9 was going to come in the bottom left pocket.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Or bring it back over one rail where he was standing. So spin it up table and then come back over by his elbow, kind of. All right, Cap, getting an opportunity to pull out 2 games ahead.
It's a deceiving angle here. And honestly, I think maybe a little different, again, with the table that he's used to. Just stay down on it nice, and then you're good. But kind of weird for the cue ball escaping on that shot.
How can you forget Herbie? And then Greg Drake said, you probably don't remember me then if you don't remember Herbie. Greg Drake used to play you and Fowler and tourneys at Shooters in the late 90s.
What is going
Was
on
the best
here?
of times.
Cap had missed that 9
My
again.
goodness. Well, we got to talk about stuff, I guess. Yeah, Butson's place, yep. That was when that place was actually a really nice place.
Well, and then Sean had said what I was kind of getting to from my vague memory of a different tour, Rackham tour, the Rackham associated with another magazine.
Nice shot. It's going to be struggling for the leave again. You still should make this ball. I don't care, you know. I mean, I know it's frustrating and you guys have been missing, but don't you think? I mean, this is a ball you got to make.
Oh yeah. I mean, honestly, there's not. If you're clear at the ball, it's kind of normally a mechanic error if you end up faltering our mentality.
Jamie says someone gets Sean a 6-pack of beer stat. Don't worry, he's got a whole pile of empty bottles over here. He was talking to me that he was up at 4:30 this morning. His new job has got him up pretty early. Then he had a 2-hour drive to get here. Said the first thing he did is get to the hood, and he said it was snowing the whole time, so he's like white knuckling it behind a bunch of idiots all the entire drive here.
Yeah, it was bad. I came back from Green Bay and we passed like 5 accidents probably.
But so he said as soon as he got here, he checked into the hotel, came down to the bar, asked for a shot of doctors, and told her to leave the shot glass right there. So he's fueled up. He just needs to get some focus going. Shattered the break. Nothing went, though. It's going to bring it to 4-4, though. It's a little bit tricky here. I think if you try and go forward, you go off the 4.
I tried to see if that 3 passes a 4. It doesn't, though, right?
I'm not sure.
I don't think
so. Looks like it's about a quarter pocket short.
That
was unique. So I'm excited. We got BC APL CSI tournament coming up, and you got the pro event, right? You're playing that.
Yeah, they've got that Predator Tour going on, so then they added a Wisconsin stop. So I think there's a couple from our state playing, which is cool. Obviously, Tyler Steyer
Yep, Tyler, you're in, and then
back to his home ground.
Adam Starkle.
Adam Starkle is very excited and putting in a lot of work.
He is putting in a lot of work, and regardless, I think he's going to come out a better player for it.
Yeah, we played the other day, and I was impressed with how he battled against me.
Yep. Well, he's very serious about the game, you know, I think, and it's what it takes, and then dedication. And
I will say that the Predator is a very brutal format, though, so there's a lot of oddity in it. Kind of a high entry for the randomness also. But might work in Adam's favor, you never know. When he's playing good enough.
No, see, that's the difference. You know, that ball was spinning just right. He didn't hit it great, but he hit it good enough to get it in. And, you know, that builds your confidence as some of those start to drop instead of jawing. All right. Sean's going to take the lead at 5-4.
Lat Martins, thank you. Maybe I'll meet you someday. I don't know if you're around ever, but
well, he's going to start playing pool again, is what he said. I think we should have a rule against that. Well, now we just got to talk more pool stories. Guys are going to take a 5-minute break. Not even. We hope less than that. So we got Johnny Fields going to play. So we've been trying to get him on the stream for a while, trying to get him to challenge King since it started. But it never worked for him because it was on Sunday, so we're really happy that we've moved it. And we look forward to getting a lot more of a variety of players playing. Oh, Colin Postle. Wasn't he just here? Is he out of the tournament already?
Pockets, yeah, no, he didn't play tonight.
Oh, he was just sitting.
Yep. Came in and he kind of hit a few balls for a while, but
so I should shout out to Dennis Skinador. Dennis, I got my cue stolen not too long ago, my cue that I had for 30 years. You know, not too long or anything, but anyway, so I had it stolen right out of my pool hall. And, well, Dennis was one of the guys. He was trying to get fundraiser for a reward for my cue, which was really nice, and a whole bunch of people said they would contribute if somebody found it. So nobody ever found it, but he did. He gave me a cue, and I didn't let him 100% give it to me, but gave me a pretty nice cue. Here we got a count going on here.
Sean Henning showing his collection.
You can't leave those there though. I can't see.
Well, there's a little beer in like every one. That's kind of interesting.
Yeah. I can't see. Let's see. How many is that? 3 shots. Oh, Jamie might have been right. He needs another beer. He's only got 5 bottles of Bud Light there.
I think he had said that one was taken, though, when he was at the bar.
Josh, absolutely. We love doing the stream. We're just happy that it's staying up now. It was really struggling there for a little bit. Good to see these players are back. They made it a quick break for everybody.
Back to the game.
Wait, you can't have the score right here. It's 5-4, Sean. You hit the wrong one there, I think.
I don't believe you. I think you're good.
Oh, we're both wrong. 5-5. You guys saw my sign language there. So.
Oh, wow.
I love it when somebody makes a comment that sticks in your head.
Which was?
Is this a 500 and under match?
Oh, yeah.
When I literally have nothing to say after my last match on the stream. It was pretty bad. So.
I don't either after my match with Ray. Well, the end was good, but the start was probably some of the worst pool I've played in a few years.
I do vaguely remember Chris. I mean, the funny thing is back then, I was pretty naive, which I think played into the fact that I was able to play a pretty decent pool because I just didn't care who anybody was back then. So I really didn't pay much attention unless there was something extraordinary situation that I had with somebody, you know. So I remember the name. I remember watching a whole bunch of guys, but back then I just always believed I was better than everybody, so it didn't matter who people were to me. And
nice shot,
that
Sean.
is unbelievable. There's so many good players now. You watch everybody, but yeah, I mean, there's guys that stood out. Didn't Sean win the last one? Oh yeah, we're at 5-5 is what. That's
confirmed by player.
Yeah, player confirmed update. We use sign language to figure these things out.
Little hard. I don't know if you keep committing to the out. I do, but I don't know if safe might make sense here.
Yeah, I mean, this is pocket speed if you're going to hit it right and just come short on the 8-ball there. You hit it a little hard, too. Just hard enough to get him behind the 5, maybe. Judy says, come on, Sean Henning. Good shot with no reward, I don't think. You like playing safety here? Like 2 rails, put it up by the 10, kind of? And draw the cue ball back down here by the 9, kind of? Like spin
Can
it.
you see it? I can't tell that you can see it.
I think he can see the edge of it. Maybe
then,
not,
yeah,
though.
I think that's fine. Otherwise, maybe
maybe
a
he
one-rail
can't.
kick. Cue
Yeah,
ball
that
behind
looks
the 8.
like what he's doing. Oh.
Got there uniquely.
Wow.
Not where he wants it.
Kickable. Thanks, Flat. I appreciate it, man. I really would like to see you coming back out to play. Tomorrow is perfect. You should come. Tomorrow we got a 9-ball tournament. It's a part of that tour. The thing I don't understand is they voted against having tour points.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see a lot of the details
I didn't see
on
the
it,
conversation, so that's all I know is that they decided to not have points, and I don't really understand the harm of points.
Me go for the combo here, or is it a safety? I think I go for the combo.
I think so. I think the 6 is probably close enough to the rail. I'd almost try and catch the rail on the way in this. I think
Yeah,
it makes it an easier shot.
Yep, I like to also.
A little left. Yep,
Like that.
You hit that good. That says it's a great stream and it's good for Wisconsin. So that's we just want to be good for pool. I still owe pool a lot in my life, you know.
Sean asking if I've been working on the 10-ball sudden death shots. That's in the Predator Tour. That's the
Oh yeah.
interesting format.
Yep.
Yes, I have. Still need a couple more before it starts, but
You just got to talk one of these guys that you help all the time into just setting balls.
Susie
for
said
you.
she was gonna do that for me.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, should be nice.
That's looking a little better there. Cap's still a little short on that, but nice run. Put it together well. $6-5. How many lead changes have we had? We've had quite a few, actually.
Yeah, it's like every other, really.
Take this opportunity to thank you guys for joining us here at Mad Apple Extreme. I'm in the booth with my son, Mason Cook, and my name is Kendall Cook, and I am the owner here at Mad Apple Burger and Billiard Company on West College Avenue in Appleton, Wisconsin, where we love food and we love pool. If you love either, you got to come here and check it out. Yeah, I did notice on that flyer there was no
Start time.
start time. Yeah, 11
Yeah.
o'clock, right? Got to be here by 11. Dry break. Oof. Well, Sean's really got to kind of get out here. It's been
Yeah,
back
both
and
of
forth,
them.
back
Yeah,
and
I mean
forth.
they're doing enough to, stay with each other, but like a yo-yo.
What did I miss? Uncle Bill.
It's up above Bill Milkey.
Oh,
Somebody said was Sean Wilkes says was his favorite player to watch.
well, I tell you, and I tell this story all the time, but I'll never forget. It was Sly's Midtown Saloon, and he's playing a guy and he's gambling against him, and his buddies, Bill's buddies, had to literally like pick him up off the bar because he was leaning on the bar with his arm, walk him over to the pool table and like set his arm on the pool table so he didn't fall over, and he proceeds to run the table. I mean, it's just crazy. He couldn't even stand up long enough to get from the bar to the pool table, but
Yeah.
he could still run the rack. I mean, one of the best gamblers and worst gamblers I've ever watched in my life.
Couple answers here. 9:30 check-in for tomorrow. First tour stop of the Queue It Up tour.
Oh, 10:15 Calcutta.
And 10:15 Calcutta is what Harold says, but Jeff Jansen said 10:30. So, but either way, we're open at 7 a.m. for breakfast.
An amazing breakfast too.
Yeah, I don't have it enough here, and I think it might. It's just as good as our day food.
Oh yeah,
But I like breakfast food, so I could almost give it an
Sure.
edge.
Sean, I'm sure you do have milky stories. Did Ray, the People's Champ, get beat? He did not get beat. His schedule would not allow for the switch to Friday night here. Come on now. Gave it a run. Just trying to tick in behind that 6 ball.
Hopefully Ray will have availability eventually, though. He's fan favorite on the Extreme.
I think it's the belt.
Yeah, he's got a good attitude.
Yeah, Sean was referring to a time that Bill beat Earl, drilled him at Pheasant Run tournament. Pheasant Run was a big tournament back in the day. But it's amazing to me how bad my memory is. All these people that I was around all the time and these tournaments I went to, unless somebody brings it up, I tell you, I don't know if I'd ever remember most of it. Talking to a lot of old people, you'd think your memory gets better as they're older because they're like, back on June 15th at 4:15, this is exactly what happened, I don't even remember what happened 2 days ago, for crying out loud. So I must not be that old yet.
Lacey, on the listing of the matches, has got a question if that will be available for viewing.
It is. Everything's going to change up now, so there's a lot of things that we were doing before that I didn't necessarily have the control over, and realistically, intentionally, because I just didn't have the time to do it. And as we free up time, there's some changes that we want to make to the formatting. We really want to make this into a big event. We want
we have a lot set for the future changes, and I kind of mentioned earlier, just kind of having a lot of eggs in the basket for what's happening. But some of those are it's gonna either say dropping out of the basket or hatching. Are they dying or are they dying or are they hatching? I don't know, but I think they're hatching.
Stinky and
anyway,
it's like rotten cheese. It just stinks after a while.
Yes, is the the answer. You can see the list eventually.
Right. Do you want the short answer, Lacey, or the long one? Oh, too late.
It's just not quite yet. So it'll be soon, thanks to the patience, and we're excited to get it out at a public viewing.
Well, he's going to come out okay here, but he definitely got close to his work. Some may even call that perfect. It's actually pretty tight to the ball. He's going to have to work here now, jack up.
I'm always scared to go level Q on a shot like that.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
I just feel like even if I hit it right, I feel like I hit it bad.
Lacey, clear as mud, she says.
Yeah. It's just about two people rambling.
That's all this ever is.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
At least we make some sense.
Sometimes. All right. Taking a 2-game lead. We got Cap 7-5 right now.
Rick, to answer your question clearer than mud. I guess you didn't get it earlier, but yeah, he did lose. Oh, are you talking the belt? Because that makes it funny.
Oh, no, that's his belt. Yeah. We actually thought about getting one of those, but that thing is like $500. Like literally $500 for that.
It's not even the highest replica, he said. So.
It's crazy. I mean,
it's a better break than we've seen. If
so it'd be like if
landed,
a president
or did it
quit.
Scratch?
Ricky.
It scratched. I didn't see.
He's asking if he lost the title. Yes, he lost the title. He didn't really lose it, though. He gave it up. It's like president quitting in the middle of his term because of other issues.
Or any other non-political reference.
What's a king? Kings are political. Kings are like presidents, kind of. Right?
Yeah, it is. I mean, there's no line crossed, and that's a factual statement. But
Ray. So here's what Ray said when I texted him. He said, "No problem at all. Love Mad Apple Extreme. Big old heart. Ray's such a good sport and such a good guy, and he understands why we have to do this.
Yeah,
and why we are doing it. So he's more than happy to concede that spot. I mean, he's played probably as much as anybody on the extreme.
Yeah, and like I said, I hope his schedule works in the future for him to be back, and I'm sure it will at some point. It seems as if we're going to be running this till eternity, so we'll see him
As long
20,
as we
20
get all
years
these
from now.
Great viewers joining us and sharing. If you guys haven't gone out there and shared, please do. It's amazing what one share does, and even more amazing what 101 shares do. Looking good here now. Sean looks like he's catching a little bit of a rhythm. It's the shot you got to put down, though.
Yeah, and pressure sometimes when you recognize that you might be in a rhythm to maintain.
So he hit that low because he was scared of it, I think, a little bit. I think naturally you want to follow that ball around, but if you're not feeling real confident, you don't do that. All looks the same on paper. Brings it within one game, 7-6. Race to 18. Taking a whole bunch of FAQ Industries t-shirts down there to the state tournament, too. I'm sure we'll sell out of that. We got a whole bunch of different colors, too.
Yeah, it had blurred. It had asterisks in the closed captioning for
Oh,
your,
did it
your
really?
business name. Yep.
FAHCUE Industries. I'm surprised Ricky's comment, thanks for clarifying. I wasn't sure that we did, actually. I was pretty sure we only halfway explained it.
Well, it's impressive. It means he's listened to us talk enough to like connect the pieces. But
Oh, there. See, now. Now it spelled it perfect. If I spell it out. Cap rolling just a little bit. Oh, he missed that ball. Huh? Yeah. See, Danny set her glass right in the corner there, so I can't see the one ball hanging.
Well, straight on the two. That's going to make it difficult getting down table.
Yeah, I mean the only hole you're getting between here if you draw is the 6 and the 8. I don't think
Right
you're
there.
coming. I don't think you're getting through there. I mean,
I like it. I love these
well,
shots.
I get
when it's
it,
just
but I
appeared.
think the angle isn't right. I think he's going to hit into the 6 and be closer to the 8. Oh, he's going forward. 3 rails. That I believe. The draw angle. That's a great shot.
Yeah, you hit that good.
And he got a favorable little nudge there off the 4 on top of it. So.
Might be straight enough to consider this combo on the 10 if the 10's sitting right on the rail. It'd kind of double as a safety, but I don't think we're going to see it. I like to shoot that shot sometimes, but
He's looking like he's getting some speed down here.
Feel out his shape, where he ends up. If you know you're out, it's kind of a good time to tighten up on your position play.
All right, up to 120,000 viewers. We appreciate the shares, guys. Keep it going. This is how we keep Mad Apple Extreme free for all you guys. We got to get paid somehow. So it's pretty cool today, huh? That class, teaching that high school class.
Yeah, we had that. We've mentioned it a few times on the stream. 2 years ago-ish, right?
Yeah, this is
Or
our
is this
third
our
year,
third year?
Third year doing it.
Of
we
Kimberly High
skipped
School?
COVID year.
Was it Kimberly?
Yep, Kimberly and also Kokona. So
Okay.
we've done both.
And in their gym class, they do kind of lifestyle sports. Is that correct? And
I think so. It's
pool is incorporated in that, so they come
shot
to
there by Sean playing that and setting for the 6.
the Apple in the afternoon from their gym class, and we've been teaching classes of seniors.
Yeah, 17 to 20. I mean, we've had some pretty good sized classes.
One of the kids that was into it today, I saw him pass as
Man,
we.
he just played that wide.
I saw him pass as we were here in the booth, and
Yep.
he kind of nodded up.
Yeah, I saw him also. Yep, that's the country boy.
Yep, kind of took the game very competitive, and he's got a cool attitude towards it. So if he's into it, I already told him like I'd help teach him a bit.
Man, now I got to go out and referee. Holy cow.
Well, this is a steal for
I would
Sean
agree.
Henning.
Tying things up too, making it 7-7. I'm always glad when they make it easy to call the hit, though. He made that pretty easy. He hit that good.
Weekly tournament seems to be going well. It's a Friday night 10 ball.
Yeah, I think they had 20 or just short of 20 players, I think. $20 entry now, though, makes it worth some cash.
Yeah, Adam's doing a good job. We got to thank the Nevilles, Larry and Michelle, for all the work they put in.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And then thanks to Adam for taking over now, and he's been doing good.
It's good to see Larry.
Yep, saw him at the Derby. I was happy to see that he made the way there. A lot of history. He's, of course, up on the banner.
He is, yeah. It's neat to see him up there.
And, yeah, I'm sure you saw a lot of old-time competitors and friends and rivals and everything, so it's good for him. Michelle had tested her ability too. I think I'm not sure if she was in every event, but I know the banks for sure, and then I think she was in the 9 ball.
Very cool. Next year I will definitely be participating along with having the stream there.
Yeah, some good news too to kind of like getting even more fine-tuned next year for our stream. Is that right?
Yeah, he wants to. He was happy with what we did, and he said we'll have to work better or more together next year.
And was it Ed Ladawi?
No, it was Chad, and I can't think of what Chad's last name is, but he's the one that kind of organized all the setup and the.
Okay.
Oh, look at that. Greetings from Athens, Greece, he says. Is this an 8-foot table? They're actually 7 foot, which is our traditional tournament tables.
It's typical Wisconsin thing.
Wisconsin? You do that really well. It sounds like you're from here almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing rolling here.
Rhonda Feichtenhauer. Hi, how are you? Aren't the 3 and 2 supposed to be in the corners of the 10 ball rack? It actually, was kind of changed in the WPA rules, so we followed suit and don't do it here anymore.
Because I hated that rule to begin with. I just think it's dumb, and they tell you not to pattern rack any other rack, and then you got to pattern rack 4 balls of the rack or the 10-ball rack.
Yeah, it's a sense of pattern racking, isn't it?
Well, and it just makes it easier to
Predict.
Yeah, and pattern rack the rest of the rack is now 1 or 2 balls that you put in the same position. Right. You know, now you're
Right,
over
it's
half the
3 of
rack is
the-
pattern rack.
Yeah. 4 of the 10, really.
Charlo, that's very possible. I think you're correct, Preston. Athens, Greece. So, what size tables do you guys play on there? What's the game there? I should say. Sean, see this? Or is he just hooking it a little bit?
Yeah, but where's he going to go with the cue ball? I'm not sure if, I mean, he can...
Yeah, I mean, the 6 is in the worst possible spot for this little mess, eh? Well, he got the cue ball out of there, but failed to pocket the 3 on that shot. Didn't quite get the spin around there as he wanted. Cap trying to draw short here and not play into the 7. It's a good shot. He's got an option to bank the 4, play the 4, or play the 4-10.
Yeah, he decided hitting it short is better than running into that 6. So he could have gotten further, but...
Did you hear a call here? Did he give one? Or?
Nope. I didn't see anything, at least.
I think you can play this and try and bring him back down here by the 8, huh?
Yeah.
Come off 2 rails.
I almost like to hold with inside.
Oh, left?
Yeah, and pull it towards the center.
I think he must have bumped the ball there, asking if he wants to leave it there. Or he says, I believe it's Spyros. Says we play almost exclusively on 9-foot tables. I have not seen a pool hall with smaller tables here. You only see smaller tables in bars or hotels.
Well, isn't that how it's supposed to be?
Yeah, it is, and it's a shame that we've lost that a little bit. We do have 9-foot tables here also, and like Mason here sitting next to me, he plays a lot of pro events, and those are all still 9-footers.
It's good to see.
You prefer the 9-foot.
Oh,
right?
much better.
Yeah.
Yep. I think that pool, they both have their own beauty. Pool on a bar table is more of a game, I think, and pool on a 9-footer is much more of a sport, in my opinion.
Well, there's a jump to a scratch. And
what time does the kitchen close?
11.
11, Mr. Pockets.
Somebody really on the stream asking what time the kitchen closes?
Colin, possible.
Oh. Hey, you know we have a website. Just kidding.
Yeah, it says till 2 a.m.
Oh my goodness. Honestly, I am just so surprised at what's going on here tonight watching this match. Got 2 really highly rated players, and both of them seem to be really struggling here.
This is gonna be a fun shot. Oh, oh.
Yeah, 3-cushion billiards. So we have a club actually here in Madison. That's a 3-cushion club.
Went for the combo and it might cost him. Very easily see Cap get out of this. I have before.
Normally, I would agree with you. I'd say this is almost tough to watch tonight. Only because I've seen both these guys play some really lights out pool. But the pressure of the stream definitely does get to you. Oh, the all-important bump on the 8. Little sound effect
Sorry?
there.
Yeah, somebody said, why not run out there when Sean Henning played the combo, and I agree.
I do know how it is, though. Sometimes you just feel it, and even though it's not right, it's... Well, I tell you, Cap just kind of giving a shake of the head there as he finished that rack. He knew he didn't quite put it the way he wanted. Old Man Ferguson says 3-cushion players. Yep, Sean. See, Sean's his own critic. He just came up and he said it was stupid to shoot that shot. Yeah. Sean's agreeing with everybody. He said 5-ball run out. He should have just ran out.
Well, and that's, I mean, pool players, that's, everybody always knows immediately once they hit it, you know, whether you did the right thing or wrong
Right.
thing.
Dry break and leaving a pretty good shot here. Bump the 5 here, you think? Pocket speed, bump into the 5.
Yeah.
The center ball hit. Oh. I'm curious why he spun into that. I don't know where he was trying to get into. Maybe the 8. He's trying to spin all the way into the 8, but
Or hard into the 4 and roll
Yeah,
both
maybe.
of them.
maybe that would have been. Cap's going to have to spin this ball down the rail if he is going to try and kick this.
Coleman, Grossbeer. I missed the first portion of the match. Is Friday going to be permanent for the King match? It will be for the King match. The OS will continue how it is on Sunday afternoons for the Knights and the Jester and the Queens matchup.
Yeah, Sean says at least they're both struggling. I mean, that's pretty unusual, actually, because typically if you get one guy struggling, the other guy starts really trying to put it away, you know. Oh, I'm going to have to take a quick break here. I will be back.
Okay. No hit, so Sean's gonna like that. Things have it's still an even score, but I think Sean's getting the or close to even. I'm sorry, Cap just went up one, but Sean is still getting more of the rolls, I would say, at the current moment. But it's been a whirlpool. The 2's kind of weird. The 3 is also weird, but I think your best bet is to not overcomplicate this. He went with the safety. I think that's the attempt. Coleman Grossbeer, yep, and that's the idea. Hopefully, more challengers will be able to play Fridays. That's a comment we've heard for a while. So we're trying it out, and I think so far we're happy with the intrigue for the Kings matchup. To have Sean Henning here from way down at the border to come up is cool, and Little John Fields is up next week as a challenger. So we have some new faces already, and we look to have even more in the future. It's good speed. Came back and forth for the 3 and going down rail. And not quite enough, but he hooked him, I think. Question on how much I practice a day. Typically, I try to get at least 3 to 4 hours.
Not enough. Is my answer to that.
But. Well, I mean, you don't have to blast me, but
I'm not really blasting you.
I put a good amount of work in.
Great shot. You do, but yeah, I mean, you definitely would benefit from a little bit more time. But
sure, as we all would.
Yeah,
but
I know.
I'm here at the late hours, and you don't, when we're not here at the same spot. So I'm here later typically on my practice hours.
Oh, I know you play every night. I get it. See, Sean agrees. Blast him, Dad. Yeah, the only reason I say it is because I know if he put in a little more time, he'd move even quicker. But I mean, how do you rip somebody who's playing as good as you are? I mean, I'm not.
I'm used to it. I don't think I don't ever hear the rips. So doesn't matter how good I get, I'm going to keep hearing it.
Well, that's right.
Might as well learn how to reject it from my dad, right?
There you go. Oh, you're not going to like that roll. Straight to the side. Sean, looking at this as a good opportunity to get himself tied back up here.
But I get it, too. I know that, it's in the benefit of the positive growth, but just saying.
Well, I mean, talent only takes you so far, and then it takes a lot of continuous, and you know that because you've put yourself through that for good periods of time, and like you said, you're kind of coasting on the work that you put in, so you yourself know that you could be working harder.
Oh yeah,
yeah. So it's not really a blast. Sean's not.
I know, it's just rough because everybody else talks about it and they don't actually do anything. At least they don't talk about it.
That's true. We'll give you that. All right, so he's got the 710 looking good up there if he can get that far. that's what he's going to. Is it's 7:10. So if he can put this down, it's going to tie him up. 8-8. There it is. I want to thank each and every one of you for joining us here today. I hope you're enjoying the stream. This is Mad Apple Extreme, and we are in the Mad Apple Burger and Billiard Company in Appleton, Wisconsin. Fresh food, pool, great people. Oh, she needs to get that drink away from that pool table. If this isn't a wide open table, I don't know what is. This is, other than the 9-ball, I think there's not a whole lot of work to this table. Well, come on. Oh, does Sean normally take his hat off? I don't normally see him without his hat.
I don't see it either.
He's not even bald and he wears a hat all the time.
It was a tough one. If he makes it, he'll probably be, more of a favorite to get the rack. Even with the 9 in an odd spot, the 8's an easy breakout for it. He might do it even earlier if he's got the right angle from this 5 to the 6.
I'll tell you, we've got 147 viewers. Why don't you guys start shouting out where you're from? We'd love to hear where you're from or where you play pool out of typically, what room you're out of. I'm afraid to say anything anymore, to be honest with you. So we're just going to watch and see what he does here. Play into it here, Mace, or do you set for the 8 in the corner?
I think he's got the right angle, and I would
Come
play
behind the 8, right?
I would play into, I guess so.
See, you got to come behind it, though, because otherwise you end up like that. Still is a bank shot here. Chris Moore says side pockets, North Kansas City, Monroe, Wisconsin. Go, Sean. Wausau play out of Sconies. They still have pool tables at Sconies? I heard they don't have that many there anymore.
It's a good recovery by Sean.
Mike's Man Cave, Whitewater, Wisconsin. All right, so was that 9 to 8? Oh, not 89. Nope. I'm gonna change that. There you go.
They're breaking, and I'm gonna have to get out here quick
Okay.
for a second.
Jump on out, and I'll just slide forward. All right, so we want to thank everybody for joining us here at Mad Apple Extreme. We have weekly tournaments, we have leagues all the time, we have scratch-made food, we have a whole bunch of diamond pool tables, tournaments going on. Bunch of great players next week. So next week we are at the CSI BCAPL State Pool Tournament, so we'll be putting a whole bunch of matches out there on Mad Apple Extreme. So keep an eye out for that all next week, the 8th through the 13th of February. And then the week after that, we'll be coming back home here, and we have, for our Kings match, the challenger is going to be John Fields himself, a local legend here on his own. And we've been trying to get Johnny to play on the stream since we started it, but it never worked out on Sundays for him, so it'll be good to see him get in and make his run at the King. All right, good to see you. We got Sean back here, ready to get breaking. All right, here we go. Cap is back. Sean is ready. Getting a little bit of water, or getting Danny to get him a bit of water. All right, back to the action. Safety break allowed. Don't go in, he says. Yeah, and then we got Spyros says Athens, Greece, King 8 Billiards and Pool Hall. It's the place where world number 20 pro player Alex Kazakis plays. I don't know if Cap's looking at pushing out here, if he's actually going to go for a hit on this one. My guess is he's pushing. That he did, and he decided to pocket the 4. It's pretty tough here, unless you're going to play safety. It's pretty tough to play an actual aggressive offensive shot just because of where the 2 ball is sitting. Uh-oh. I would have liked to not hit that 3 ball on the way in. He definitely would have had a little better leave than he got. So Cap going to come right back with a safety here. Around the backside, well, you couldn't hit that much better. It's a good shot. Sean will have to kick off the side rail, and as long as you keep it on the top side of the 9 ball here, the cue ball will head down table, and he's got a good shot at safing him right back here. So the goal here would be to see the cue ball head down table, down towards the 3 ball, and the 1 ball stay above the 9. Just like that. Hit that really nice, and a little bonus for him. He put the 3 in just a slightly better position than it was prior. Straightaway kick here. Cap's going to kick just before the side pocket and try and spin himself up there for the 1. Nice hit. Hit that well. Got a little unlucky. He left him pretty straight here. So Sean with a pretty good shot here. Just got to be a little careful you don't get behind the 9. That's perfect. Stayed on it. Two rails around, trying to come, just in between the 5 and the 7. So he's going to try and spin this around 2 rails. Yeah, he didn't move over. Hit it too hard. Looking to bank this ball. It's tough to hold on this 5, so he's got to get a little bit of a roll. Cap getting left the edge of this ball, so oh boy.
I've got a question to me on, I don't know if you covered it while I was gone, on how come Pishar doesn't go to the state tournaments like WSBA. Yeah, they just, I don't know either, actually, is my real response.
Well, they are actually the CSI tournament. We represent Pishar there. Their cues are there with us. So they are it's opportunity more than anything, I think.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure, but yeah, we will have them sold this next week at the BCA. Got a good roll.
So obviously this is Sean Hanning playing, and anybody who knows Sean knows his wife Danny, and Danny's actually playing in our Queens match on Sunday. So
yeah, and she's a great player. She's going to be the defending women's state champion.
From which one?
Last year BCA.
Oh, great.
Made a lot of improvements in the last few years, and I like the work she's doing. She's a good player.
Yeah, I think he's getting a little frustrated because he feels like every time he misses, he's leaving him straight in. So I don't know that I can disagree, but thank you guys for getting out there and sharing. We really appreciate it. Just 120 shares are terrific. We appreciate all of them. This is what helps us keep everything free. Surprised Dave Searing hasn't challenged.
Yeah, he was another one. I don't know if that was due to the Sunday night, so maybe with Friday he'll be able to.
Cap getting right up next to that 7 ball on that shot. Jeremy Gould says, cool, hope to see you up there. He's going as a spectator. Do you not play pool, Jeremy, or just didn't sign up?
Was the score accurate when I left? Did it change at all?
Oh, I don't think it did. Could be wrong, though. I may have missed one there. I'll have to check after this game. Shot by Cap. Good control. He got back over on the 8 the way he was supposed to. Almost tempting to draw this up for the 9 on the side. No?
You could. Yeah, I mean, doesn't have to go that far, I guess, if he's back.
Could just stop
back.
it, too.
Yeah, but that's what I like.
Pretty good natural angle here, just center ball over to the side rail and back across. But minimum, it's 9-9, so unless we missed one. I see all these names up here on the board. Hopefully some of those players are coming for that tour stop tomorrow. I was really working on the Thursday league, guys.
Yeah.
The day league.
Yeah, I mean, we've got a very regular crowd here. No doubt that.
Good. 22 two-man teams, noon on Thursdays. Fred Renner says halfway to that Hill match, and I had asked Jeremy if he didn't play. He said he does play, but no BCA leagues near him. Looks like we're going to get a quick one here, 3:10. Also says he's a P-Shower player. He says best cues on the market in his opinion. I would tend to agree. Great shot there, just enough to get it to go. And Sean will take the lead. I'm going to just take a look and make sure we got the score right and I didn't miss anything. Should be 10-9, Sean. It looks like that's what we got it at, so didn't miss anything. What a mess this is down here.
Yeah,
Those
I
are the
don't,
ones I
think you
never
try
know
to
what to
do
do with.
anything. I don't think you try to do anything at all. I think it's just safe.
I don't even see good safes when I got them like that because I feel like I'm going to leave an edge of the ball no matter what.
Yeah, I'd try to get tight to the same rail that the 3's on. Clip the edge of it. The 9 ball would stop the motion. Would do, but
Those more of the guys from today.
the first guy might have been. The other two are not.
That was a good effort.
Yeah, but he left him the combo now. If he sits
Yeah,
right, Sean can make this 3-6.
this is pretty tough with 4 here yet too. Just got to draw. Just miss that 4 and get out of there without getting too far. A lot of spin here.
I was talking about that safety, but bar table really tends to have me going for the breakout always. It's just easier to get
This
things
one
open.
here.
Yeah, I think he is. We
Good
could
shot.
go over typical pool table etiquette next lesson, just because there is a lot of intrigue. But if they come in, they should know, like, walk down the right or left side. Don't walk
Yeah.
down the middle. Things like that.
Uh-oh. Yeah, it's not going to like the result there. He's going to have to kick around the 10 ball, I think, because he's blocked the other way by the 5. Take a second to ask everybody to please go out and share the stream. We appreciate that a lot. And got any friends that are into it, make sure you let them know we're on. And go to YouTube, make sure you subscribe to our channel, and then hit the little notification button. That way you get informed every time we go live. And we plan on just having more and more great matches here as we continue to move forward here with Mad Apple Extreme. Good hit. Gonna get it or not? Nope. Thought maybe he'd get lucky and get behind that 10 ball there. Instead, he's gonna leave Cap a wide open table here to tie it up. I think, in fairness to Cap, I think he's not a big rotation player either. I think if he had his preference, he'd be playing 8 ball. I know when he plays me,
Yeah,
he said
for
he
sure.
wanted to play 8 ball.
Yep.
What's funny is me playing as, like, feeling not as good as I do right now, I think my preference would be 8-ball because I think I can still manage at 8-ball even when I'm not necessarily hitting the ball terrific. Just a lot more options.
Yeah, as long as you got a good break, it's an easier game typically.
All right, Cap gonna tie it up again. I don't think Cap's pulled into the lead though for a while. I think it's been Sean up one and then Cap catch up for a while now. I used all that pocket. I think the brakes have been lackluster a little bit too. I don't think that anybody's really gotten their brake working.
No, and Sean's kind of changed it around a couple times.
Has he?
Yep.
Now I
that was
say
a good
that.
break.
Cap makes one heck of a break. And he's not sitting too bad here. That 8 hung just right for him, I think. Like spinning around 3 rails, cutting that 1 back into the 8, and then spinning around 3.
Yeah, but he called safe.
Did he?
I think you could carry him at the 8 and shoot the 1 long also. He did okay, except he left the 1 in the pocket, and Sean's a pretty good kicker. Got the hit again.
Yeah, it could have been worse. I mean, could have left him dangle right in front of the pocket. You just send this off the 4 to the rail and just spin the cue over, or what?
Yeah, you could almost just snap it.
Or draw it back behind the 2, huh?
Yeah, with the cue ball and
Right,
bank the 1
I
past the
like
6.
that shot better, I think. Because no matter what side of the 6 you hit, I mean, you almost
Yeah, and
can
you've got
hold
the
it.
odds of the 1 coming 2 rails, where you would almost 2 rail it into the left side pocket, but actually it might, if you hit it at a decent speed, it might block from the 2-4-7 spot also. Yeah, and that's what I didn't like about that shot, unless he brought the cue ball higher on the rail. He's left Sean another kick into the pocket. I'm gonna try a 2-railer here. Nope, not quite.
Well, you got a
But
little
bunched
lucky
it up
there. Tied it up. Caps can just play another safety here. So they are playing the 3-foul rule. They clarified that early on. That was also Sean's choice. Is he going to play aggressive here and play the 1 or the 8?
I'd like to see somebody get aggressive. I'm losing my energy.
Yeah. Let's see. Hi from Sherwood. Play at the Mad Apple Mike's basement. Mike Flassig. And then Steve C. met Jerry Bryseth and talked to Tyler Steyer a couple of weeks ago here in Arizona. Jerry resides here in the winter, and Tyler was shooting in the Tucson Open. That's Sarnecki, I think.
Oh, okay.
Called the 8 here, I think. I'm going to try and double bank this. Main thing is get the hit.
Pretty close.
Well, that's a heck of a try, though. Gave it a run, at least. Steve was just back here not too long ago, and even in the dead of winter, he still had his sandals on. I think it was even snowing that day. Well, I'll tell you, we finally got to see that 8-ball go in. I think I've thought it was in the last 4 shots. Pretty sure you're coming up table here to try and get up by the 6-ball. A little further than he would have liked. But here's his favorite shot, trying to hold that ball straight across. He's going to try and set to get that 4 in the same pocket. Is that pretty good? A little tricky just because he's jacked up and you got to hold this a little bit. You can't let it go, otherwise it'll end up behind the 7. Bump to the rail and out a little bit for the 6 in the side next. Well, looks like he might be drawn back further. No, he did. Use the end rail here.
Yeah, I think you can stun over. I like to stun over sometimes too.
This is not a gimme here in this side pocket. He got a little bit far on this.
Nice shot there.
Shoved it straight in and got up table perfect for the 10 ball. Great shot.
I think I talk more in a week when I'm commentating, like more when I'm commentating than what I would talk in a week.
Well, and it's really funny because me as your dad, I kind of know this, and it's funny to hear you talk as much as I hear you talk when we're on the stream.
Yeah. At least I
Uh,
can turn it on.
Yeah.
Gotten better.
All right. Giving Cap another game there. Did you mark that for him?
Nope.
I think that's the first time Cap's been in the lead here for a while. He's been battling. He's hitting his break pretty good. I can't see his cue ball if he held it or not, but
Yeah.
it's not bad. Got your choice here. I think you can cut this ball if you want to, otherwise bank it. I think the cut's better for your leave. Spin this really good.
Yeah, I think that will work. I was just noticing with us
Decides for the safety.
watching table 8 tonight instead of table 10 that we've been
9
that we've been using. I do. I prefer it in the new spot.
I do too.
Yeah. I didn't think I would, but coming back to this view, I do.
Although this is a pretty awesome view to be, I think we take it for granted. It's kind of like when you live on.
Yeah,
Look at that
for
shot.
sure. Yeah, he's a good
Look
kicker.
at that shot.
I'm learning that tonight.
I've seen him kick very close on most of his kicks, including his double bank kick for that rail on the one.
Mm-hmm.
Oop. Same guy, he
yeah.
says.
Should have kicked it.
Yeah. Kick them all in. Gotta spin up the rail a little bit here. Nice and easy. Not too hard. Gonna slow that ball down. I don't think it's that medium kind of hit is tough to get the right rotation for.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Sean appearing to have a hole through here. He's probably just going to tap this in.
I kind I feel as if they're like overcomplicating it tonight. Is
Maybe.
that kind of a
I
scenario?
think so. I don't know.
It just I know it happens, but like you said earlier, it's kind of rare for both players to kind of.
not be coming out shining.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and obviously we talk about that stuff, and with all respect, because both these players play really well.
Yeah.
we wouldn't be surprised.
And
I
they
guess,
know
right?
that for
Right.
sure. I mean,
Well,
it's good for viewers to hear also, but
yeah. I mean, it's the point of the fact that this isn't normally what we would see out of them, so that's why we're so shocked every time some of these shots are coming up. See, you like that when it starts off like really safe in the beginning. To me, that's what creates this. I think when you got that guy that's out there in the first rack, he gets up there and he's gung ho and he just fires those balls all in and runs out. You know, I think it sets a tone and sets a pace, kind of. Especially with two players like this who are typically aggressive players. You know.
Yeah, that's still where I'm shocked that one didn't like slam
ahead,
out a
yeah.
lead yet, but.
Close matches are more fun.
No. Yeah, there we go.
3-8 combo. We're going to try and send the 8 over to his right side and hold the cue ball right there. It's actually a good shot. Natural shape, really, if you just stop this ball for the most part.
Yeah, it's actually one of my favorites when the combo lines up somewhat close.
Good shot. Real good, actually. I think he's got him caught on the edge, so he's got to go to a 1 rail minimum. A lot tougher to get safe here. I think this is just ball speed, right? Just hit it just hard enough to get it to that 4. Maybe.
Yeah. I never like to do that, but I guess sometimes it is necessary.
Well, you don't want to do that for sure. Glancing.
If you've got the angle, I like to draw back and bump the 4. Otherwise, I do think it passes the 6, right?
Or you just come up and bump the 6, right? You could draw this up into the 6. Oh. It's trying to push it in front of the side pocket there. Just tap straight on this ball.
I hate that
I don't like. I hate it too, but sometimes, it's like every shot. There's a time for it.
Yeah, I think you could bank this into the the 9. Oh, he's gonna bank it and call it. I was gonna say bank it into the 9-10 and play your safe around the 8, like how he almost accidentally did. But then play your cue ball longer and come to the 8. Good thing I didn't say it. It's not a commentary curse if you don't say anything.
I got nothing. I don't even know what to say at this point.
I was going to say we should see Cap get out here. And then I'm like, but it's not a curse. It's not commentary curse because I didn't say anything.
Jeez. This is grueling.
You guys having fun out there?
No kidding. Neither one of them. They were both looking up here all the time. Neither one of them look up here now. Hey, we got a Mass A shot.
And then a little far, really.
Yeah. Cutter in the side, come around the 9, 3 rails, back out to the 7, I think. Spin this ball.
Slow down.
About a third of that speed. Mike Taylor says he thinks Sean needs a beer.
Probably he's got 9 empty ones there. So 7.
7 empty ones and 4 shots or 3 shots.
And 1 was down at the bar, he said.
That's true.
So he'd be on his 9th.
Cap gonna 2-rail that ball in, almost.
All right, Sean should be out here.
I honestly think that these guys possibly saw my match a couple of weeks ago and knew how bad I felt about my game.
Yeah.
And they just wanted to show me that it can happen to even guys that are rated higher. No, I got a challenge match coming up with Mr. Cap himself, and I'm honestly hoping he plays better than he's played here tonight, because I think it makes for a better match when guys are playing strong. Win, lose, or draw. He,
Banked that one in.
he did. I mean, he's lucky he was spinning it because that ball's jawing otherwise. All right.
We're at a tie score again.
11-11. Still not enough. He needs at least 5 more, he says.
You know, moments like this make me wonder why pool never got picked up as a average sport.
Yeah. It's all about the beer. How many times over the years have you heard Johnny say, I can't
Ugh.
make a ball?
Yeah. I always tell him
He
that.
makes quite a few balls. He's the highest rated player in Wisconsin. So
I always tell him with the
must make
when
it
he
tough.
says, "Oh, I'm done. I'm quitting." I always say that.
Can I have
he's-
your cues?
No, I've said that like he's been saying that since it was relevant to call him Brett Favre. You know, it's not
Fun.
even relevant anymore. Which means it's been a while that he's been saying that. And probably before, you know, I mean, it was probably before that he was talking, I'm going to quit.
Well, let's see if Sean can find something here. He's got opportunities here. That 2 is in a good spot that he can get over to that 3. Just depends on how aggressive he wants to get. I think somebody's got to get aggressive pretty soon here.
It's always a sign of
Just
been
about
here
perfect.
too long when you hear the same song like a couple times throughout the day. And you're like, oop, time to go home.
I just blank them all out.
I can't. I'm always music. I'm always thinking about it. And I recognize when it's similarities and stuff.
Play this easy and play for the safe or the bank. You think? I don't think he's quite got the right angle to be able to get over to break it.
No, I don't think he's at. Yeah, I didn't think he was at the right angle, like you said. But now I guess you clip it, the right side of it, try and bring your cue ball around, hide it behind the 5.
Good shot. You get too far, leave him the edge. You left him the edge, you left him the shot, I think. Yep, looks like he's going right at her. No.
Nine is kind of in his way a little bit.
Play
For-
solid into it, you think?
No, I think you can come like one ball above it and get on the rail yet. Is where I would try to go.
Yeah, if you can avoid it, you really don't want to play off it, I guess.
Now he's in line for the most part.
It's a little touchy here. You got a little bit of a narrow window, missing the 7 and missing the side pocket. Downey's going to be banking this ball, I think.
Yeah, I don't really know where he was going. Is he trying to bump it?
I am not sure. I honestly thought he was going to try and draw it just a little bit and bring it back by
Yeah,
the 9
that's what I would've-
closer, right?
But that's why I was shocked I didn't.
He might
He
not.
must have tried to bump it, maybe. I don't know.
He might not have got enough on it. You know what I mean? He might have just underhit it, which is going to straighten it out like that. If you're afraid of the scratch, you're going to let it kind of slip a little.
That's good. Look at that.
Great shot there. Well,
And it is a lot smarter to come to 2 rails like he did versus trying to do the same thing on the other side.
we hit that really solid. I mean,
Yeah, I think Cap still has the 1 railer behind the 7 here.
I think it's actually you got to come to the sand rail, in my opinion. But
I think you can.
see, that's what he's doing. He's 2 rails behind it.
And I don't like that. I
No?
would put some draw and try and somewhat masse from the rail. But I like that shot a lot. I think it's one of the more interesting pool shots.
Well, that's not going to be good for him. I think Sean should have no problem here at all. Already different than I would play.
Yeah, I'm kind of looking at what he's doing and being perplexed because I don't. Again, I think it's just a little overcomplicated.
Well, yeah, and I would have thought he would have came back for the side pocket for that 8 here instead of trying to stay where he was. He had
Yeah.
an opportunity to
Got a
come
little
around 2
too
rails.
straight on the 7.
Yeah. Keep rolling or it's still tough. Jeez. Alrighty then. That's going to be 12 to Jason and 11 Sean.
Nice Cap. He realizes we don't do concessions here.
Good man.
And
Yeah, it's important. I mean, I like the fact that we don't ever give anything up. Well, in Derby, that was if you conceded, you lost that game and the next
yeah,
one.
and one of the matches I lost, he conceded like I think 3 times. So if I would have known that rule, which I didn't, it would have been handed
Helpful.
the win.
Well, I think once he would have conceded the first one, he probably would have stopped after that.
Yeah, it still could have taken that extra game.
Yeah. Well, let's take this opportunity to talk about some of the stuff we got coming up. So we've been talking to you about CSI coming up the 8th through the 13th in Baraboo, Wisconsin. That is the CSI BCAPL State Pool Tournament, all played on beautiful diamond tables and played in Ho Chunk Casino, which couldn't be a better venue. And the stream is provided by Mad Apple Extreme, which couldn't be a better stream. What else do we got going on good there? Pretty much all of it. I think the new team format has been really successful. It's a modified round robin, but really everybody loved it last year. So happy to be bringing that back again.
Yeah, and then of course we've got the. I was already talking to a few people, even tonight, about how cool it is that we'll be able to see the pros.
Yeah.
At this event, I had mentioned to them that I think that it's going to be a recurring thing.
It will be recurring
next year.
for
We'll
sure, yeah.
have it again, but it's a wonderful setup. And I've been to a few of these Predator Pro Tour stops, and they're all alongside state events like it's going to be for us in the Dells, and it is just a great concept. It's a great format. Good idea, to run the state event alongside with the top guys. And
Well, the same reason you want to watch quality stream matches and everything else. I mean, you want to watch some great matches, and it gives us the opportunity to watch some great matches right alongside
right.
pool weekend. I mean, everybody's there. It's kind of like a vacation.
Yeah, and another
for
cool
pool
thing
players.
I had seen was a connection with the WPBA women's organization, getting in connection with the Predator Tour, where they've added, I think 4 women's stops alongside
Well, that's good.
the rest of it, it's just a good idea, I think, to throw us all in the same spot.
Well,
And
and truthfully, the women have done a way better job marketing themselves than the men ever have, at least since the 80s.
yeah, and so that's great. And I know, I've heard stories on how it was years ago, in that they ran it that way, where you'd have the men's pros and the women's pros, and 2 separate tournaments at the same spot. You could take a break from your event and go watch the other event. It's that's what's cool about it. You've got more things to do in between without being just
Yeah, it just
there
makes
for
it.
your event.
Yeah, I mean, it just makes it more of a well-rounded weekend. You're not, not that it's a bad thing to run into the casino, but you've got something other than running into the casino between your matches to go do. So that's good stuff. And then, of course, we have the Badger State Games, which is, if you haven't heard of those are like our state Olympics for the most part. And they have a billiards division, which is terrific because obviously we aren't in the Olympics yet as billiards, and it would be great to see us in. So it's great to see us in at least our state Olympics as a legitimate sport, and
Right.
that happens right here at the Mad Apple, and that's the 18th, the weekend of the 18th of March.
Well, and you and I have supported that event.
I'm sorry, not the March February.
Right, it's the week right after BCA, correct?
Correct, yep.
Okay, but yeah, so you and I have supported that event since I started playing.
Right. Well, and the neat thing about that is it is literally the only event that you'll play in the state of Wisconsin that is recorded in the state records, which are permanent. Those are there literally forever, and it's not pool specific.
It's one of those events that deserves to be built up like it is, and I think that in years' time, I'd love to see it be what it should be, in that everybody comes and supports. And it's a real tough event. It has been in the last couple of years, and keeps continuing
tougher,
to do that. So it's one you don't want to miss.
All right, back to the action. Glad to have everybody hang in there through the break there. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us here today. We're excited to continue to bring you better and better matches as we continue with the King of the Hill series here on Friday nights. We are looking for players, so if you're watching this saying, hey, I can beat those guys, make sure you reach out to us.
yeah, specifically in this division here, the top tier King division.
It's gonna get a no hit on that ball.
They're also, but as you all know, a large list that will be public soon.
I'd say it's
for the other
dwindling on the
divisions.
Knights and the Jesters, though. We're getting down there. We've been through quite a few matches.
Yes,
and
but yes, so still reach out, and I have gotten messages, which is good. It has been recorded, even if I may not have gotten around to responding. It's been marked down, and yes, you are all on the list. Once it goes public, then you can complain if I didn't get you on the list.
Right.
Reach out and go,
Right.
hey,
Oops.
am I on the list? I'll be like, but I don't think that's going to be an issue.
So I think the initial issue with the list in general is just the fact that you have people that don't come up available, and they have to skip a week or whatever, and it's their
Right.
turn. So we're just gonna assign. Basically, what we're gonna do, we're gonna assign the date, and if you can't play, you're just out of luck, and you go to the bottom of the pile.
Yeah, and it'll be a backup. It'll be like a backup, like a you're on week and a backup player for this week, but your week is actually next week scenario.
Yep.
So you'll know 2 weeks ahead of time for sure about it.
Well, and even more because we're gonna publish it as far
Right,
out as we
but
can.
get a contact, I suppose, 2 weeks ahead of time.
All right, Cap gonna put this one down here, 9 to the 10. So just draw this straight back over, shoot the 10 down in the corner. Don't think he's gonna float very far. Nope. Right on, right on. That's gonna bring Cap to 13 to 11. So first 2-game lead we've had in quite a while.
I think the whole match. I'm serious. I don't
No,
know
there
that
was
it's happened.
he was up by 2 in the beginning too. Sean Hanna says, I don't think a lot of players like the format, but I think it's good. It gives the local players a chance to compete with the pros with a reasonable entry. So he's talking about the actual pro event. What was the entry for that? A couple $100?
Yeah, I actually think it's not as reasonable as he did, but it's like $375, I think.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's either $325 or $375. Can't remember. But I don't know. There's still. I mean, I guess it gives the respect to the pro player. And yeah, it's not a grand, I suppose. So there's that. There are a couple changes I would like to see in the event, as I know a lot of
I
players
hate that shoot off.
also. I don't mind the shootout as much as I don't like the early 10 on the break.
Yeah, that's not good either.
Counts.
Well, especially you were playing, no, we won't name names, but you were playing a player and he was telling you that he was working on his 10-ball rack.
Yeah. Well, and I had like
and then had 3 of them against you, I think.
3 of them and then 2 early 10s.
Yeah.
Because they were in the
Hanging.
corner. Yeah. So 5 of 8 games, I literally didn't approach the table whatsoever.
Well, I think he would have rather not been stretching over the top of this ball right here, but still a makeable shot. Tough part is keeping the cue ball from going too far here. Got that just about perfect. That's definitely his shot. He likes drawing that ball like that.
I think he got the window.
He might have got lucky and got there. But he sure likes that hold it, draw like that. Looks like he needs to work a little. He's jacking up. Hit that pretty good, and he's not going to get anything out of it. Played up off the 10. Leave behind the 9 here.
Yeah, I think that's a good choice.
I didn't even need the 10. I don't know if he got there, though. I mean, definitely didn't dead hook him. Got this back in the corner up by us. I don't know what safety you're going to play. You're not going to play a good safe here, I don't think.
You can maybe, if you can clip it and put outside English, spin it back down.
Instead, he's going to jump it into the side pocket and do it perfect. Holy cow, can't hit that any better.
Oops, I missed it.
Well, he didn't. Here, you can watch right there. Hit that about perfect. That's what he did. He floated forward just right.
I think I missed it again. I'm really getting exhausted over here, I think. Good shot, Sean.
Well, it didn't stay a 2-game lead for very long. Sean's going to put this down, bring it back to a 1-game lead. I just want to see somebody go off here. 3-4 racks at least. Snap and run. Snap and run. He's got a carbon fiber shaft. What does he have for a brake cue, do you know?
I think it was a BK Predator. I'm pretty positive. This is one of the clearer looking tables. I think that have.
Yeah, I mean, truthfully, the only problem here is onto the 2 and then from the 2 to the 3.
If he doesn't get out here, I should just be really harsh at him.
Well, yeah, maybe.
Just I'm done. I'm sick of it. I don't want to see it anymore.
Yeah. This is the trickiest shot here, I think. But I think you can draw this around 2 rails and
Yeah.
come back around, right?
Yes.
He's not doing that, so let's see what happens to him.
Oh my. Okay, come on.
Right. Just rooting for a run. Don't even care who's shooting.
Yeah.
Hit that very well. And now there should be no issues at all here. Definitely like to pull this back about 1 inch or 2. I don't like, or getting
Go
it.
for yeah, right. Go forward to come back.
That's the angle I wouldn't have wanted.
Yeah, right. My favorite is when you have to draw it and it's like near the rail, like he landed on the rail. It's the best when it lands right in front of the side pocket.
Yeah. Yeah, so you can get under it.
Mhm.
It's tricky here a little bit. I find myself thinking things are trickier than they are when I watch what we've watched tonight so far.
I'll always do that whenever I sit down and I'm not playing for a while.
Yeah.
I'll get up there and maybe run a table. Like, oh yeah, I forgot that I do that. Like I forget that I can play okay.
All right, Cap looking like he's going to take this to 14. It's looking a little better here. Got out of what he was supposed to.
Break and run.
Woo-hoo. Nice. Congratulations, Cap. That's the one and only break and run for the night so far.
I think so, right?
It might be. Somebody would have to refresh my memory if there was another one, because it's been a long time since.
Come, Mr. Tallyman, tally me.
Two-game lead by Cap. Sean's ready to go. He's raring at the table,
Yeah.
making sure we understand that he is not out of this match yet. He's got him right where he wants him. And he's letting us know. Good break. Centers the cue ball. Did he make anything?
Made like 4.
Holy cow, he did, including the 10 ball.
All right, I'm going to be brutal again if he doesn't get out.
He deserves it. I would agree. He would deserve some type of lashing.
Yeah. He knows, too. He'd be like,
I see him take a deep breath because
Yeah.
he knows he's supposed to be out here.
mm-hmm.
Make sure you guys are out there sharing. It's going to get exciting here at the end. I can just feel it.
Well, that's the thing, too, I think, about these longer races. It's not a very typical thing, you know? We're playing the state event next week. It's like race of 6,
Yeah, right.
race
Short.
of 7. The intensity does change in the last stretch of the games.
Yeah, it always
And it's
does,
as
yeah.
if it's a race to 6, race to 7. You know, I think that's kind of an odd...
Maybe they just spent a little too long feeling each other out today.
That's what I'm saying. That's like how it seems to turn, and I find that odd.
You really don't have to come back very far at all here.
No, I almost stop it.
Yeah,
Yeah, 'cause
right.
they
I
can
wouldn't
just
even come
natural
back
tangent.
as far as he is.
Okay.
It's okay
That's fine.
there too, yeah.
He's just going to change
Just
pockets.
draw.
Yeah,
Yeah.
on what I would have done. But
Right, you would have played the end rail and back out. Right?
Yep.
Same here. either side, into the 10, depending on my angle, or
Yeah,
back.
or
on
even just a short angle to cut the 4 and send it down table.
Yep.
That's good. That's a good angle.
Perfect.
This is like one of the first times I see an angle that like this is what I would want exactly.
Yeah. Just straightaway draw here.
Pretty good.
Oh, yeah, it wasn't even a break and run. Fred just reminded us that Sean broke dry and then Cap ran. So this will be the first break and run.
Hopefully.
Now I tried to curse him here. Trying to figure out if that curse is real. Fred Renner, I know you've been working on your game. Has it been coming around? I see you're playing a lot more.
Uh-oh.
Well, tester.
Yeah, I don't mean
Still
to be
cut this, huh?
the doubt guy, but I don't like where this landed at all.
You can cut this ball. Oh, or bank it. I think I would cut this.
I don't think I would.
You'd bank it?
I think I'd safe it. I think I'd like cut it to the middle diamond on a bank and then long cue ball. If it let me start over. If it was like an inch closer to the pocket,
Yeah.
same position, an inch closer, then I might cut it. I just think it's at a really weird
Oh, but there's no scratch. I mean, that's the problem. I mean, if you look at it from the overhead.
I just think it's going to send the cue ball and land too close to where the 10 might go if you miss it at this spot. Versus you're like an inch closer to the pocket that you'd cut it towards, and the cue ball would die more, it seems like, in my opinion.
It's going to bank this to the side pocket. It's even more
It's
interesting.
probably, like plan E for me.
Or F.
Yeah.
For fail.
Yeah. We'll
For
see.
me, it'd be a fail. I don't know that I could make this bank.
It's like cue ball straight to the pocket off the, like he had to hold his cue ball. Strangely.
Well, I'm going to give Sean one more game. Going to bring him within one again, as long as he can run this ball down the rail. Made it look easy. Sean Hanna, cut it in. I'm with you.
I thought you were saying Sean Henning's name wrong.
Oh, no,
Because
Sean Hanna.
Henning just cut it in.
Yeah. No, Sean Hanna was saying cut it in.
Yeah. All right. Get the first break and run here, Sean.
Yeah, we still haven't had it. This match also is going to go hill-hill, as we all know.
Ugh. No. That's a good break.
Best one I've seen from him. And he's got a shot.
Yeah.
Over the 8, but he's got a shot. 498 is lined up dead. He should be happy. Rolls it in pretty, and he's going to call the 8 here.
suspense.
Plain safe.
do 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 do.
I'll take a second just to thank everybody again for joining us tonight. We really do appreciate it. We really do appreciate the shares and likes and bells and everything else you can do online. So make sure you guys subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yeah, the fact that we recovered and have good viewership
After like
mess
4
earlier.
false starts, yeah.
Ooh.
Oh boy. Safety.
Yeah. I don't know. That kid, I don't think he's from the group.
Yeah, it's not actually. I noticed that. Shot there by Cap.
8-ball.
2-1. Trick shooter. 5-10 combination. Lined right up for him. Sean's begging for a little rattle here.
I don't think you can.
I don't think he can.
Oh my. Commentary.
And he gets it. 14-14 coming our way, guys.
You think you should the 5 pass it?
Maybe. I'll tell you, it might.
I don't know. I was joking. I don't think so. I think you can.
It is pretty far out there. I think he does have to run this.
I don't know. That's just his conscious going.
Are we
from
being
the
serious that he shouldn't be able to run out here 4 balls like that? I mean, these guys are way better than us worrying about them getting out this rack. However, he put
but they're
himself
putting
in
in weird
interest.
spots, man. As accurate as that statement is, it's like they've just been on edge to their choices.
Better pull this bad boy into the garage quick. The wheels are about to fall off.
Wow. Biko commented, said that Fields must be drunk. Hear him talking loud again. We are in a plexiglass room.
I honestly think he should go and have his hearing checked, maybe. It's
Yeah,
like
right.
what deaf people do.
Yeah. Like Larry Ryder. He does that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He thinks he's whispering.
Well, and if he can't hear you, he talks louder, you know?
Sean, you guys are a jinx. We don't believe in that around here, honestly.
Has the break and run happened yet?
No.
Yeah.
Here it comes, though. I sense it. I feel it. It's coming. It's on its way. Oh, yeah, that's got to be... Okay. That's got to be Searing's kid.
Yeah, it is.
How did he get so tall? My God,
Yeah,
he's
he's-
like
yeah.
6-8 inches taller than his dad. Here it is. I can sense it. Our first break and run of the match.
4 or 5.
It's still coming, I'm telling you. Somebody's going to get resourceful here.
Be like the last rack.
Hill, last rack, break and run. Does he have to be drunk to talk loud, by the way? I don't think he does. I mean, I think I hear him talk that
No, but he
loud.
gets a little louder, certainly. Yeah. We should do like a contest if you can.
Oh, there comes a scratch. Uh-oh.
If you can write out word for word the sentence Johnny said, you like get some.
All I heard, and anybody that knows Johnny knows this, bet.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Colin says this is 10 times more fun than if they were running racks. It's like you're the guy that likes to watch train crashes.
Yeah.
Train wrecks, car crashes.
A ship cargo boat pass.
Safety or cut it in?
Yeah. Matt. One bet 20. You got it. You win. Ding, ding, ding.
Well, you hit that perfect speed.
Yeah, I don't know if he was that the shot?
I-
Or did it spin good for him? Felt like he was trying to come
I don't
through.
know that shot personally, so I'm not positive. But I mean, at second rail, I would think it was the shot he played because it came up.
That's a good cut.
With shape. Not so good.
Mm.
I mean, when you're feeling all right, there's nothing wrong with this shot at all. You just play it around. 8 balls going in the other corner. I think when you're feeling like this, I think it's a little more like work.
Yeah, it's like, ugh, I'm here again.
Yeah.
On an off angle again.
What is he doing? Is he really cutting that? Well, that is not my shot there, I can tell you that.
Holy cow. With I just looked up at the 2-hour 45-minute runtime, and we had all of the stops
Yeah,
at
that's
the
a
beginning.
half hour less, yeah. Or more. All right, banking the 8 ball here. I think. I honestly just think the way things are going, you got to bank this. I mean, if you're stroking the ball here, you cut this ball in. But
If you do that that roll up thing behind the 10,
oh yeah,
yeah,
safe.
yeah. I think that's what to do. I think you should just slow roll.
Getting down to the end of this match, guys. Get out there, share. Let's see how high we can get this viewership up. We appreciate every one of those shares. There's a shot Mason was talking about. Not quite.
Yeah, not that one. Yeah,
wasn't it?
no.
Well, remember when I said that Sean wasn't getting any good rolls?
Yeah,
That one was pretty good.
that was 2.5 hours ago. He's like begging the room for a jump cue. Nobody's got one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think so. I've got one.
No, that's his buddy.
No, yeah.
That's it. He
I
brought
know,
him
that's
one.
Kurt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kurt. Yep. He just was breaking with it. It's like, wait a minute.
Oh.
It's my break cue too. Sean, when are you going to start playing again? I don't know how you guys do it, honestly. Like, I've tried to quit pool, like, I don't know how many times. Actually, I lied. I've never tried to quit pool. I try to play more pool. Well, if that was a 9-foot table, the ball was 2 feet further forward, might hit it.
Is a good effort, but it's kind of like if that was just the only shot you saw, it'd be kind of humorous looking. You'd be like, what was that?
Sean somehow miraculously going to take the lead again right here in the end of this race. So that's going to make it 15-14. Oops. Race to 18. And he's going to get over there and mark his mark right away so he doesn't forget. Kind of cue is that Sean plays with, you know? It's laying there on the table.
I think maybe Jacoby.
Looks like it. Almost looks like a Viking or a McDermott, too. What the hell? I'm going to go out there and look. Hold on. All right, so the answer is Viking.
Oh.
And I thought it looked like a Viking.
Jen, our waitress, just
All
looked
right, we're back at it.
looked at me like, because Sean's ordering another drink. Multiple shots.
Yeah, they're not used to that type of competition here. All right, 15-14, Sean in the lead. Race to 18. $500 in the middle. That's another thing too, guys. That is the minimum amount that you can play for. So if you're ever interested in playing for more than that when you're playing in any of these matches, you can definitely talk to the opponents, and if they agree, we're good with all that. So, oh, there's a good rack. 9 beers in. That's what the racks start to look like. Well, that's more important anyway, Sean. So happy to see that you're taking care of your dad. And hopefully at some point you'll be able to come back and play some pool because you were one hell of a pool player and I'm sure you miss it. All right, here we go. Sean breaking. Game number 30. Race to 18. Well, it's going to be a safety coming out of this.
What? I'm just kidding.
Is that the direction you would have went with that safety? You think, or would you have went inside the other way?
And had the cue ball on the 4 and the 1 down
Yeah.
table? I don't know. I think it's a flip.
All right, because the distance thing again, right?
Yeah, so it's kind of, well, and then, I don't know. I think this leaves Cap more of an opportunity to have something like this, more simple than the other way. He has to kick, you know?
Yeah, right. Oh. What the hell, he says. Well, he's definitely feeling loose. Let's see if something happens. All right. Nice tight jump shot here. Get it up and down quick. And he
Good hit.
did. It's a good hit. Yeah, he says he's happy. He should be happy to get a hit on that. He got up there right away and straight back down. It's a good shot. Nice safety there. Set it right up by the 10 ball, too. Going to give himself an opportunity to play the combination.
I don't know that he will, though. I don't think
You
he
had
got
ball in
close
hand
enough.
here?
No,
I don't know.
I wouldn't.
I'm not a big combo guy, and I like that combo because I can see this angle on that combo.
Yeah, the 10's sitting like, it's funny, with the stripe balls, they can sit in certain spots that maybe make it look better.
Yeah.
I think it's at a good spot, aiming wise. Looks bigger.
I don't think he hits it going 2 rails like that, do you? It's kind of right in the side pocket for that 2 railer.
You can put a lot of right on it. I think
Hitting
you're fine.
before the side pocket, though, right?
After. I think you can get there. You gotta like really, almost masse.
I don't think he can hit this.
We'll see.
I'm gonna learn something here.
I think you can.
Calling the side pocket. So he's not thinking he's going to get too far over on it. He thinks he's going to come just a little short of it.
Right.
I just didn't think it was possible. I thought he had to at least hit into the side pocket, and if he was going to make that the same way, it would have been before the side pocket. No,
I was shocked that there was no like downward stroke angle. Like he didn't try
Jack up
and
it
somewhat
a little.
masse it a little bit.
You can tell he's definitely tempted to shoot this 110 because he's looking at this 2, and he's got a pocket for it, but it's only about a ball wide.
It's
See,
not a bad shot.
I knew he was going to play this ball.
It's not a bad shot, but if I am in the chair, I'm like, yes, he's staking. Like like I don't get scared that they're gonna. But I am down the line, and I'm telling you, the way the stripe's sitting, it looks bigger to me. The way that the band was.
Well, just a little thick on the 10 there. Fred Renner must be behind time. I asked him that a long time ago, and he just responded that he's playing decent. Said he's cutting down to 2 days a week instead of 4 and 5 now that he qualified for WAMO. So.
Well, that was. I thought he was gonna play it safe like that, not pocketing.
2 jaw rattle behind the 8.
Yeah, not the jaw.
Does anybody know the results from Alex and Fedor by chance? You have any idea, Mace? Have you been following that?
Very slightly. I think Federer's in the lead.
Boy, he's something else, huh?
Yeah, he's
So we were talking about
got it
Derby
good.
City and how well Mason played there for his first time there. But I'll tell you, Federer, what did he get? 3 out of the 4?
Yeah, he was in the final for the Bigfoot, placed second, and then he won Banks, one pocket, and got the overall. So had a legitimate chance at 4 of them.
Nobody's ever done that, right?
No, I think it was
Well, we were talking about that a bit while we were there, and we were talking about the fact that those kids are just bred to do that. You know, you live in Russia, and they say, you're going to be a professional pool player, and he's 5 years old, and that's all he does is play pool nonstop. Just different the way they run things. We will definitely be at WSPA, and WAMO is one of those that we are still kind of working on. We're doing WAMO darts. We're involved over there, and possibly with a stream there for the dart tournament, but we have not yet really talked about WAMO pool, so. Great shot there by Cap. Seeing that line right off that 10. These guys need to chill out and not go running through the middle of the room. Cap's going to bank that ball back right by him. Pretty good odds of leaving safe if you roll forward on the shot and not draw it, but he's drawing it, so. Not going to be safe. I like just floating this ball in, playing it up, bumping the 6. I think that ball floats past the side pocket. Well, maybe not. Might have to draw short of the side. Fred, you're going to all of them, huh? Says he's looking forward to BCA, Badger State, WAMO, and WSPA. There's no lack of tournaments for state tournaments here in Wisconsin, that is for sure. Good shot by Sean. He had to make that ball because we got to keep this game close. Tie it back up at 15 if he can manage to run these last...
No, he'll be up 16-14. Right?
Oh, yeah, my bad.
Or did I get it wrong?
Nope, I think that's correct. Somebody probably would have told us. Yeah, Sean said when we were on that last little break, he said now he understands why it takes so long when we play these matches. And I think he's partially referencing just the pressure that you feel when you're on the stream.
Well, and I think it's what I said earlier, that how many of these players are playing a race to 18?
Yeah, right.
You don't do that, typically. I mean, races to 8 are long sometimes to what you're used to.
All right, Sean pulling within 2 games.
A just now update on the Feder versus Alex matchup. It is 48-45, which is actually really close.
What's that? You did get an update?
48-45, which is actually really close.
Wow, yeah, it is. So what are they playing to?
That I don't know. Hang on.
Yeah, Sean, you're right. The stream definitely does add pressure. I mean, you understand that a lot of. I mean, these guys watch it. They know what's happening, and just if you start missing, it's hard not to start thinking about everybody watching you miss.
It's a race to 75.
Well, then that's really tight. All right, Sean's going to push out here, leading 16-14. This race to 18. Did bump the 5 a little bit, but
He's going to
not
jump
really
it,
a
wouldn't you?
foul. Cap is going to give this back to him. He's hoping for ball in hand here because I'm pretty sure Cap would be shooting the 110 in this case. Sean hasn't seemed to have too much trouble getting over things, though. Great shot. With shape. And good shape, too. He's got a nice angle to come around 2 rails back in for the 4.
Race to 50. Did that change? It was, I'm curious on that.
Where did you see 75?
On the flyer.
Oh.
But there was a whole, like, racking discrepancy. Did you hear any of that?
No.
They had started the match and then they restarted the match because Alex didn't want. They changed it to a template rack instead of a wood rack because Alex didn't like his chances.
So is wood rack race to 75 and template rack race to 50?
Maybe. I don't know.
Seems opposite to me. Template rack's got to make it go much quicker.
I think my legs are dead.
Well, the nice thing here is you can actually stand up.
Yeah, I do that sometimes.
Yeah, I'm about to do that now, I think. I think you just come around the 8, right?
Yeah.
Shot. Just enough. Ended up perfect. Sean with a great opportunity right now to get to the hill on Jason. Cap would.
Wow. It's been a while since I heard his name. And
Jason?
I'm like, oh, is that right? I was like, oh, yeah. That is his name.
Sean putting her down. He's on the hill. See him look up at the scoreboard. He knows he's there. We always talk about the first game and the last game. Hardest 2 games in pool. So now you got to close it. Still looking for our break and run. Well, it's not going to happen here for Sean.
So the only way for it to happen is if Cap does it.
Yeah. All right. Cap's got to get her going here. Really, no problems. I mean, the 4-7, you got to make sure that comes out good. But that's obviously a combination in the side, and you just want to make sure the 4 doesn't get hung up. Cap's a pretty good pressure player. I mean, normally if he's got the opportunity, he'll get out, especially when it's down to the line. Take a second to just thank everybody again for joining us here at Mad Apple Extreme. It's a pleasure to be here. Pleasure to do this for everybody. Hit that really nice. Oh, that was dangerous, but I didn't like that. Would you have done that? All the way up table, you think?
Yeah, because you're gonna have to skim off the 10, otherwise coming from the other angle.
I suppose. I didn't mind that, though. Cap is staying alive here. He's going to finish these out and get to 15. 2 games back, 3 games away from the win. Good break. He ended up behind the 9 here, so he's either going to get aggressive, play a jump, or else push out here. I think you got to play the jump shot, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I would. I would
I
hope
just
he
think
did.
any kick's not going to help you, and I think even if you can hit the edge of that ball, it's pretty tough to get anywhere that's going to help you. Oh, so now this will be interesting because he launched the last one. So is he going to hit this one too light?
Might be.
No, he didn't hit it too light. He didn't scratch. And he did leave Sean tough. He left him a jump shot, I think.
And he said snooze. Yeah, I like this start at 7:30.
Yeah, but the plan was to be done a little bit earlier than midnight. But, you know, it's all good. We got a nice tight match here. It's about to get tighter, I think. Safety here again. Oh, he might have it, I guess. I still think I'd play safe here. It's not that easy to get up off the 3 there, so I think safety all the way. Says he'd rather kick at the ball anyways, which I don't blame him. He definitely has had better success kicking. Well, see, Sean, if you don't want to play pool, you could at least come here and you could commentate pool with us. Oop, just a little long. All right, Cap with an opportunity here to get within 2 games of the win. 1 game of Sean. Ball in hand, really nice looking table. Any other night, I would bet a lot of money that Cap would run out here. We just have to watch out for the words that Sean might use while he's commentating. It's PG, Sean, PG.
Is that a new rule here?
No.
I think it is.
What, PG?
Yeah. It's gotten better.
Oh, used to be G or what?
No, it used to be like
Well, yeah.
unrated.
But yeah, if you're ever interested, Sean, let me know. We can talk. It pays in cookies or food. Well, let's take something really, really nice looking and just mess it all up. It's kind of a mess now.
They always think we're a DJ stand.
Jeez. They come up, stick their nose to the glass. Do you guys take requests?
I've gotten that so many times though.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't care that much about music. We're here for pool. Oh boy, he got lucky there. That 7-9 is on a perfect rope down here into the corner. That could have got really bad for him. Yeah, just private message me, Sean. We'll talk. See, I could get you, and I could get Lat Martin back. At least that way you get a little bit back into pool. It's a good break. Jack the button, start over, he said. No. Mason would need you to come in and commentate immediately if that was the case.
I don't even watch my opponent when I play them, you know? Like now I'm sitting here watching two players.
Well, yeah.
I'm like, ooh.
That's the one thing I always said about this is I honestly, like, I was the guy, if I was out of the tournament, I just left. I didn't watch to see who won it. I didn't care. I mean, that might sound however, but just the way it was. I wasn't there to watch other people play pool.
Yeah, I'm doing well for that fact. You know, like
Yeah. Well, and honestly, I've watched more pool in recent history in the last couple of years doing this than I think I've watched my entire life playing for 30 years. Pressure's on. A little bit of a back cut here to the pocket.
oh, you did
Oh,
too.
boy. I mean, he jumped up through that ball. I don't know if I've seen him jump up that much all night long, but he definitely jumped up. Sean's got this beautiful bank. Chance to finish in style here. And he does. Puts her down. We have a king. King Sean Henning. All right. We're going to go out and congratulate these guys. We want to thank everybody again for joining us. We really do appreciate it. And we look forward to seeing you next Friday. Next Friday, we will actually be in Baraboo, Wisconsin for the CSI State Championships. We'll have some great matches going on there. We'll have some singles partners and everything else you can imagine. It's going to be a really great week for pool. I want to thank Mason for sitting in here tonight with me. So thank you,
Thank
Mason.
you. Yep.
And
Celebratory
congratulations
Sean.
again. Yeah, celebratory shot for Sean. Go figure. But and then the following week, make sure you guys tune in. We've got Friday night again, and it'll be John Fields playing against our very own Sean Henning, King Henning, carrying it on. All right, guys, thanks a lot. Have a great night. Thanks again for watching us here at Mad Apple Extreme, the Mad Apple Burger and Billiard Company right here on College Avenue in Appleton. You guys all have a great night.
Bye-bye.